Tonight, after 12 days, the recount in Terra Nova, the Peninsulas, is over and the results have flipped. That story and... Newly released video captures the moment Stockton Rush's wife hears the Titan submersible implode during that fatal dive to the Titanic.
They're meant to improve the flow of traffic and pedestrian safety. But these streetlights in Bay Roberts have never been activated, and some local residents are tired of waiting.
I'm not trying to put blame here anywhere. All I want is to try to get these lights activated.
I'll have that story coming up.
I feel really accomplished. I think this is really important for me and for younger generations.
A Shahijit woman once dreamed of honoring her grandmother by becoming a nurse. We see that dream come to life.
This is CBC Here and Now.
Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. The riding of Terra Nova, the Peninsulas, is heading into the weekend with some long-awaited election results. After 12 days, the judicial recount has reached a conclusion. And in a surprising turn of events, the Conservatives have flipped the riding from red to blue. Here and Now's Heather Gillis has been following this story since the beginning, and she's standing by live in our newsroom with the latest. So, Heather, we now know Conservative Jonathan Rowe has won the riding. What else can you tell us about this recount?
Well, Carolyn, it has been a lengthy judicial recount, to say the least. According to Elections Canada, we got the news from them late this afternoon. Rowe won this recount by 12 votes. I spoke with Jonathan Rowe just a short time ago. Here's what he had to say about how he's feeling and his victory.
Well, there's not much time for celebrating. Work starts now. So I'm heading to St. John's and getting a flight out tomorrow morning and going to Ottawa to try to prepare for the following months and the following years of representing Terra Nova, the Peninsulas. Anthony reached out and congratulated me, and he done a fantastic campaign, and we couldn't be so close if we tried. It's and like I told Anthony, these past few days and weeks have been some of the hardest for both of us. There's not many candidates across the country that had such a grueling experience, and my heart goes out to him, and I wish him well. I'm sure that whatever he endeavors, and you never know, maybe in a few years' time there's another rematch. The focus is still the same. We've got a district that is reliant on natural resources. We've got to make sure that we've got a hold this Liberal government accountable and make sure that they're aware of the importance the natural resources has in our industry, and make sure we can get good, powerful paychecks to local people, and make sure that we get our young people can stay here at home and continue to work in this amazing province that we have.
So just for some context, you may remember on election night, Rowe was ahead for most of the evening, but towards the end of the night, Germain caught up and then surpassed him slightly. But late in the night, that vote counting was paused with one poll of special ballots remaining. Then the following day, once the dust settled, Germain had won the riding by just 12 votes. So 12 seems to be the magic number here. And it was a margin that was so tight that it was enough to trigger an automatic recount. Now, these automatic recounts happen when the difference between the two leading candidates is less than 1/1000th of all votes cast. So the recount started in Marystown 2 Mondays ago. And then by the Tuesday evening, the first Tuesday, about 40,000 ballots were counted. But the judge overseeing the case, Garrett Handrigan, says there were more than 1,000 disputed ballots, and that was unprecedented. So he had to go through every single one of those ballots one by one and make a decision on how they should be counted. Now, the counting was also paused this week due to a water shutoff in Marystown, so that also took up some time as well.
Well, Heather, it's really incredible. Anthony Germain believed he won that race by 12 votes, only to lose by that same number. What does he have to say about all this?
Yeah, well, Anthony Germain wasn't available for an interview, but he did take to social media a little while ago, posting that this certainly was not a dull race. He said that this isn't the outcome that he had hoped for, and that he's spoken to Jonathan Rowe, as you heard earlier, and congratulated him, that he's proud of the campaign that he ran, and that he's thankful for all of his volunteers and supporters, and he says he's energized about making the community a better place. So this Conservative victory means that the Conservative Party now gets 144 seats in the House of Commons to the 169 that the Liberals have. And Roe's win means that the Conservatives also really made inroads in this province during the election. Before the election, they had just 1 seat compared to 3 now. Reporting live in St. John's, I'm Heather Gillis for Here and Now.